He forgets. Yeah, glad you like it, bro. I intend to finish this out today. It's been taking me quite a long time. And I'm quite, I mean, I ain't sick of it, I just, like, I don't think I can afford to work more on it. I also gotta finish the borders, too, to make it, like, kind of more presentable. Hey, Terni. Like, so couldn't be bothered about the borders. Hey, Frogbird. Yo, hey there, friend, what's up? Drinking some Turkish coffee, enjoying the morning. Turkish coffee. I mean, the one that you make in a little pot. Dude, I used to make those. I actually, I used to be really into making that coffee. Like, if you use, like, good beans for it, it actually tastes so good. In jazz, yeah. You know what? Also, it's a cool thing to drink it in a wine glass, in a glass for red wine, like unironically. I don't know if they serve it like that anywhere, but it's like it's kind of good. I remember drinking it from a glass, red wine glass. Yeah, I'm trying to finish my personal art and move on to commissions ASAP, but I also just am kind of like obsessed with this art and I want to make it really good. So I'm in this strange place where I kind of want to get it done, but I don't want to rush it, you know? So this is where we are. It's looking sick and I think I can make it so much better, yet like I need to get it done. Like, I need to get it done yesterday. Maybe I can put it off for a little bit and then just kind of work on the commission stuff, but the thing is that I feel like getting done with this before I move on, so... This is kind of where we are. We're in a little slimy situation over here, you know? Hello, Ravi. You're welcome and friend, what's up? There'll be music here, but there is no music on the stream. Did we just complement your own music playing? Damn, dude. I guess you do have a great taste in music then. Or maybe your neighbors. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been making progress. I don't know, dude. Hopefully. I actually don't know. I feel like I've not been like trying as hard as I could with art. Definitely, I feel like I've been kind of crawling with art recently, to be honest. I'm definitely be doing so much more. There's definitely music there. Maybe you guys like just neighbors, and it's just like a one of your neighbors is playing music and you all can hear it. Maybe you all went insane at once. Now, you know what they say about it, right? Like, mental illness is on the rise. Nobody's safe. Hey, Panda. Yo, thanks. Thanks, man. I don't know, Terni. It's different music for you all. Oh, I've been repainting their masks. I've been working on this art, by the way, the whole morning. Like, I don't know, it's been at least 3 hours today that I've been working off stream. Like, I wanted to just kind of fix it finish it real fast and then move on to commissions, but then I just got stuck on it again. Just repainting stuff. Not in a bad way either, like, definitely making progress, but, fuck, dude. Some of those personal art pieces that do require a little more time than I anticipated. I think it's worth it though. Nearly 30 hours, by the way, this art. Damn, dude, I don't remember the last time I spent 30 hours in personal art. I didn't even anticipate for this to take this long. It's just like, just kept going and going. I wonder for how long I've been, like how many days it took me. Windows in cathedrals where you can see continuous story in each one. Yeah, to be honest, dude, I'm a fan of like these kind of like massive battles, like very expensive compositions and shit like that. I feel like that's super super cool. They take a shitload of time, but like if I was free to just spend how much I want on this, like it would have been like a 5 times as big of an art. Just imagine if you could take this and make it like that, and like do the whole thing like this. Wouldn't that be cool? Dude, I would have done it. Fuck, Blizzard commissioned me for like 10k or something. I have sort of an art like this that I've been commissioned. That is like super huge, very wide canvas, but it's not about WoW and it's not about like this like a battle scene or something. This also, like the simple part about this art, what makes this like much easier and approachable is that the characters are just pretty much faceless, right? You don't have like, those are not particular characters that you kind of like, you gotta respect and paint. They're like recognizable features. Those are just like placeholder of characters pretty much. You know, just the soldiers, just the blood elves, just like, you know, these footmen that just like fighting in the front line. Makes it so much easier. Hey Sophie. Yo, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's new? Maybe it's particles time. So add a little shine everywhere. But usually this like, these stupid small particles, they add so freaking much. Like it's actually crazy. They add so much depth. Doing great, nice to hear that. Yeah, me too. Feeling doing personal art. Stressing out about not working on my commissions, but that's okay. I think my heart can take a little more stress. In the name of creativity, I think we can take a little more mental damage before we proceed to work our ass off on commissions. Does it need an outfit? Whom? It's the Makima outfit now. You see these boys? Like it just if I zoom in anywhere, it like requires so much more rendering and attention, which I'm like not willing to invest. I say like look at this guy. He barely fucking got any attention to his face. Poor guy. Is it the most unexpected or the least expected? Hmm. These are 29.5 hours. I don't remember when I started though. Let me check that. When was the file created? Saturday, October 25th. Hold on, it's been like a week. Yeah, it's been a week of me working mostly on this one. Oh shit, I'm so slow, it's actually embarrassing. Well, not slow, but like I work so little. What are my 11 hours work days? Gotta bring those back. Yeah, pork broth, exact thing. I usually try to like run with this like surge of creativity if I get a chance to. Like yeah, you know how precious it can be. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Thank you, Sophie. Yeah, it ain't bad. I just could have been spending more time. I don't know. I've been sleeping a lot. I don't know what the hell have I been doing, but I haven't been like painting as much. Short streams. Not a lot of focused painting. I even cut off all the gaming and all the like all useless stuff. So like I ain't sure where the time is going. Dude, what if it was possible that you would get like a disease or like maybe a curse that like takes away hours of day from you? If that would have been real, like I would have blamed that on what's happening. But it ain't, so I cannot blame anything but myself. Unfortunately. It's not. You're welcome, my friend. What's up? Thanks, loading. And as this progressed, I started going more on the ambient occlusion and just like kind of dark shadows, so it like I would say changed the feel a little bit of the art, but I think it still kind of holds together. Buying drawing tablet to unleash the full potential. Let's go. Walk on one small. How much is it? Like $50? Nice, nice. Yeah, my XP pen was like 30 or like 40 bucks or something. Relatively cheap for for what you can make with this. No, dude, these are really cheap, and they've been really cheap for a while. It's so nice how accessible digital art is. Not sure, dude. Just do a shit ton of it. Like, get used to these, to like any software. Try not to hop between many softwares too. Like, try to just like get used to one. They're all pretty much do the same shit. I don't know, get a Photoshop or like Clip Studio, doesn't matter. And yeah, just don't get caught up in like all the functionality, like stupid filters and stuff. Just kind of like use the basic functions, just brush, eraser, things like that. And you'll be good. You'll be solid. Okay, as you can see, I've already assigned this, like I'm just ready to call it down at any moment. Again, I ain't looking for like perfection, like 100% of output. I just want for it to be good enough. I've definitely shown what I wanted to show here now. That's kind of nice. Like, as a personal art, this did really well to entertain me for a while. For a whole fucking week, dude. It's a little more than I need for an entertainment of personal art. It's been a little too much even. Here. Maybe we just get rid of the flag. Like there. No, I think this is kind of good. I see so much render I gotta do here, but it's kind of even, you know? Like, it's even the amount of rendering I can get to do on everything, so it doesn't seem like, you know, it's things that are out of place here or, like, uneven. There's I think it's alright. Yeah, let's call it done. Let's call it a day. It's good. It's good. I actually just was wondering one thing. Actually, I'm gonna do that. was going to maybe apply like a noise filter, but fuck the noise filter. Noise filter is kind of gay if you ask me, dude. Let's just go raw. Yeah, it reads very well and everything. Save as. Maybe before the last touch would be like, I don't just. His mask just doesn't do it for me. Okay. Before. Good enough. Good enough, boys. Let's settle on this before we change our mind again. Yeah, dude, it's also has been like third person art in a row that I do. Fucking hell. Even though previous two ones were like very small. Yeah, no wonder I've been feeling a little bit anxious doing these. Well, too much fun and too little work. Right, let's save this up. $113th art of this year. Not bad. They have 2 months left, right? November and December. Oh yeah, we stand no chance catching up to last year. Whoops. Right, let me export this as a print right away. That's what I need to do. I want to do this as a print. Alright. I think this is done. This is done. So now, wait, just let me introduce you to the shitload of work we gotta do. So we have to finish this before Christmas, this art, which ain't a problem. I think this is moving on quite nicely. Alright, we have this art, which, by the way, gotta get more hue into this one, more saturation. We have this commission, which this one is coming along nicely. Just fuck, I want to now attack the saturation on these. I think that's just low armor in perspective, but like the rest is kind of like coming along together nicely here. Then we have this commission. This is very early, just 2 hour sketch. Leave the thumbnails. Then we have a fucking giant of this commission, which is going to be, well, I hope you can see what it's shaping out to be. This one's gonna, this is like 100 hours of work ahead of us here. And then we have this one, which I haven't touched on yet at all, but they went for number 4, I imagine. I remember. And they've paid up, but so maybe we can just jump into this and do a little bit of progress. Yes. Yes, let's get going with this one. I'm kind of feeling it today, boys. I'm kind of feeling it. So you can... Okay, this, done. 1, 2, 3... I will count this is 2, 4, 5, and this is 6. And it sounds like I'm gonna start 7th one soon, dude. God damn. What are we doing? This is so much. Well, let's see. We just start sketching on right away because I want something here, quite something in there. What I do want is I want this color. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay. Yeah, I want to start aggressive. I've been holding off my colors. Now it's time to bring them back. There's going to be a little bit of like a little like small road, and there's going to be character meditating in the middle, like on top of water. I think it's gonna be smaller too. Hello, Reflection. You're welcome in. Glad you like it, bro. Dude, to be honest, when it comes to my station profile, I haven't updated in a long while. Like the last art that I've added was 4 months ago. And I feel like I've done so much more better art. Especially the early ones there, like I've definitely kind of like outgrown them. Just feel lazy about uploading stuff there. No, I've never done 3D art, I've been just doing 2D digital paintings, that's all. That's my whole art career there. Yes, full time, but I'm just doing commissions. Just personal commissions. I want for there to be like a little bit of like stairs, but stairs maybe for rocks, and for it to lead to this little lake, and there will be like person meditating on top of it, like clouds around there. This area for this art. No, dude, I just told you. I'm just doing personal commissions. So just people reach out to me for me to paint their characters, that's all. I ain't working for a studio or anything. What am I, professional or something for that? I don't know. Yes, but fairly speaking, like I've never tried applying anywhere. I might have gotten somewhere if I did, but I have never haven't done so. Collab art? Hell no, dude. No, I've pretty much... I've done collaborations with another artist, and that was just with my sister. It was years ago, and we even promised to each other that we'll never do that again. Yeah, it wasn't a fun experience. So I never do collabs now. I just do commissions and my personal stuff. That's about it. How wide is this canvas? God damn. 7 by 4,000? Is that what I usually do? How much is this? 7 by 450. This. Oh yeah, I had a feeling that this was a little too wide. What about you? Do you do collabs? Source of inspiration. Dude, I'm not even like sure if I understand that. Like if I understand what inspires me. Like I mean, sometimes I just see cool art and I want to do better as well. Like, but it's just random, you know. Like I might find just like a random artwork by somebody. I might find like an artist I want to look up to on ArtStation or something, or elsewhere. Or just feel like painting something cool, you know. I don't have like a, you know, like a ritual to look for inspiration or anything. It's just kind of like, if it happens, it happens. If that makes sense. Yeah, I try to mostly doing commissions like this one, but I've just been like on a streak of investing like all my free time into personal art. Finally recharged and ready to get back to work. With this, it's gonna be a lot about the environment in this art, so I gotta really stretch my environment art muscles. I feel like my environments kind of suck. I just sort of don't treat them as characters, or like don't treat them as like a whole piece together. I just kind of like try to put random objects like at correct places. I think that's super wrong. Making short comic, dude, maybe a long time ago, but I just like I realized that it's a shitload of work. Like it's so much work. It's pretty much like a full-time job. Yeah, I also just it's a lot about writing as well, like or like telling a story. I think like that's very hard. Like it's one thing to just kind of like paint things, but another one to like plan out all the panels, like to kind of convey emotions, story, and stuff like that. It's actually I would imagine that being super difficult. Yeah, I've never gotten to just because like I try to not underestimate how difficult that would actually be. Right, I also didn't want the water to take up like the whole thing either. So let me just get back a little bit of more of the ground there. What kind of light do I want? Like this, it's gonna be like just softly dim lit. Because it's like a cave. Maybe we can have a little bit of like sunlight kind of peeking through the top there. It's like some spotlights. Yeah, I mostly paint characters. I mean, this one is also gonna be like, you're gonna have a character there, but it's a lot of the environment's gonna be like main focus here. I haven't done just purely environment art, I think. Not even as a practice or anything, just... I don't do it, just like characters. I freaking love characters. To be honest, I feel like... I have a suspicion that environments are easier. And... anytime I've had to paint like more of an environment, like it's been really fun. I just think that they're kind of... If I wanted to, I would have been able to really get into it. That's kind of has been my understanding of environment art. It does seem like you can also get like very formulaic with it too. Like I see so many, well, not so many, but I've definitely seen like a few environment artists, and it does seem like they're just, you know, those like moody environments with like big scale and shit like that. Those do feel like quite cheap tricks that like a lot of people are just capable of pulling off. Not sure though, I haven't dived into it yet myself, so maybe just speaking out of my ass here. I do try not to shy away of like working a lot on backgrounds. Like a lot of character artists just, I mean, of course it depends kind of on the level, but like a lot of people like do try avoid backgrounds as plague, and like never kind of give them enough attention and time and detail. I like to think that I ain't there. I like to think that I am giving my backgrounds at least a fair bit of love. Actually, let's see, when was the last time I guess this has been like quite an environment heavy art. Oh damn, I'm freaking wet on the saturation there. Holy, yeah, that's been nice. I like the saturation there in the sky.
This was a long time in progress, dude. God damn, I remember this one.
Robots and stuff? Oh, dude, a while ago. A while ago, but I haven't done anything like that in a while. It's just not something that I'm getting commissioned often, so there is that. What if it's gonna go in here? Yeah, I'm mainly just painting World of Warcraft characters, so yeah. I don't know if you can say that it's like super big or anything, but like the community is awesome. Community is very good there. Big RP scene with a lot of people wanting to commission art. I see a reflection. Take care, bro. Yeah, Oxon. Working on a new commission now. A lot of environment, and then there would be character meditating there on water. Meditating, floating above water. That's the idea. I think the idea of stairs is kinda... I don't know if I like that as much anymore. Ooh, maybe like... It's kinda like... a rock texture there and shit. Yeah, happy Halloween to you too. Dude, I just told you what I'm making. Why are you asking that again? Just felt like so. I say, let me just double check what he's making. Like, is he sure? What if what if I would have changed my mind and like, answered to something else? Oh, yeah, actually, no, this commission is like a personal art. Completely different answer. What about you, Oxa? What you doing, friend? Working on anything interesting? Case on hand, a case of war. Hey, Levin. Hey, thanks, boss. Quite cold in here, so I had to dress up. Opsy case, damn. Well, I so far kind of enjoying the environment work. Just the colors and the vibe of this. I'm starting a new commission. A new big illustration commission, this is what it is. It's gonna be like a monk character. Levitating and like meditating. It's like a little underground lake. That's the idea. I don't know, what do I want to showcase with this illustration? Just I guess like feeling of it's like her meditating there. Just like calm. Serenity award. Feel is very nice indeed, especially with some like warm, like desaturated orange. And then with like some kind of an environment thing like leading into her as well. Like this. We kind of get to peek on her from a little bit of, I don't know, a high ground. Yes, idea, but I'm only just starting. I had like a small thumbnail, and now we're just getting literally the first kind of strokes on the canvas, trying to figure it out, trying to see what the fuck we're working with here, you know. I haven't been painting like an environment heavily art like this for a while, so I need to see what it's about. Because you're staying like super zoomed out to just like work on the overall composition. So, this pillar, just one of it. I want to add something to it. What if there is second, like, pool of water there on top? I used to been struggling with this thing in environments where like it feels like all the environments that I do are just like it's a very small compacted room rather than just like a piece of a big landscape. So it's kind of something that I gotta work on. I better ask that so I can peacefully watch the stream. Dude, would you mind like an apple pie? Like a whole freshly baked apple pie though? Think about that. Think about that, that will bring your appetite back. Dude, I'll eat the whole thing. You want? I'll do it share. I'm sorry. Listen, but you haven't seen the apple pies that I baked though. I haven't smelled them yet, so I won't take no for an answer. Here you just don't know what you're talking about. The amount of sugar I put in there, oh dude, you won't be able to resist. With cinnamon on top? Holy. I have just had a meal and I would have had one. You can get a weekend, which is really rare. You're surprised? It is a Saturday today, in fact. So you got yourself a weekend. It's an end of a week, either way. No matter if it's a day off or not, it's Saturday. But yeah, I got you though. It doesn't mean much for me either. Another weekend, another working day. Hey Zagun. Hey boss, what's new? Yeah, Nita. It is indeed an elf, but this art is a lot about environment rather than the elf. But elf is also there, that is correct. Yes. All Detective Anita. Alright, do you see? I have an option of 3 words to call you from. I'm gonna call you drunk, alright? That's the nicest I can pretend out of those 3 options. Hello. Welcome. Every day is a working day? Indeed, dude. Indeed. Because why wouldn't it be? There. Currently it's like very heavy on this side. Character somewhat like kind of puts a lot of weight on this part, but like not enough to balance out the all the pillars here. I'm just thinking like how to properly go about balancing it out, because I don't want to like do some generic stuff there. I don't want to just add the same pillars though. That's I think gonna be bad if you do. Gonna be boring. And that's the last stuff that we do. We want here. We don't want for this to be boring. We want for this to be fun. Because now I can go home and sketch. Let's go, dude. Let's go. How long is the trip back home from work? Shit, I got blurred out. I got censored. Fortunately though, due to the character's outfit, we don't get any titties, any thighs. No showcasing of what we love our female characters for, but that's okay. That's okay, boys. Next time. She's gonna just be chilling there meditating. Something that probably we all should do for mental health, but we never bother. Isn't that right? How many times, boys, have you heard that you gotta meditate, but you never did? Way too much. Way too many times. Cool to me, I like the design. Yeah, me too. Still, titties out is I would have appreciated more titties, dude, for sure. I'm a simple guy. I mean, hell, who doesn't like those? Hello, Ardros. You're welcome, and what's up? Yeah, no matter. Yo, you doing, Sunshine? What's new? This is like a foreground area. Gonna have some plants here and shit. Doing really bad mentally? Oh shit. Where did they hear that? Yo, listen, Omera, I'm gonna tell you one thing that it will not cheer you on, but I don't think anything probably will. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, and hopefully it will like help you out somewhat. That if you're feeling shitty now, please remind yourself that you're not gonna be feeling like that forever. That it's just temporary, you know, shitty mood, shitty state, and it's gonna pass, and you're gonna feel great again. Just remember that. Even though it might feel like stuff's gonna feel bad forever, and it's kind of like it will never change. It will in fact change. You just gotta like do your best today, you know? Even if it ain't a lot, just like try your best. Alright, just keep that in mind. At least to me, like, it helps a lot just knowing that stuff just sucks, but like you just gotta survive through it, and then it'll just get better on its own. And we can do critique next time, no worries. No worries at all. It's gonna be the fun thing. We're gonna do the clouds here as well. This is gonna be interesting to figure out and to paint. I don't want to make them too dynamic though. I want for them just to like, you know, float there. I usually like go crazy on all the clouds and smoke elements and stuff like that. But I want for these ones to be like really calm and kind of for the whole piece to be like it's really chill. But already to begin with, I freaking love this color, dude. Like just this area on the color wheel, my freaking favorite. Like it just looks so tasty. I don't know if you guys have that. I don't know if you like the taste of colors. I do. Yesterday's senior told me to report him at 2 AM. To report what? Hey, Artin. Yeah, there was. What's new? Can't sleep with my lights off or I legit get panic attacks? Seriously? I mean, it must be quite challenging to sleep with lights on though. I would imagine. Could be like a cave there in the back. Currently trying to treat this as like light and shadow. Like the background itself, just kind of like just painting light and shadow areas. Not really treating as like separate objects, like, you know, oh, let's this be a pillar or this be like a cave. No, I'm just trying to see kind of like how they would work out via light and shadow. Hopefully that's kind of like the more correct approach. Yes, Oxo, yes. Sorry. Interference. I think the character, she's too big for the scale. Fortunately, I don't want to make her smaller. Thank you, man. I hope that is so. Also, you said it's hard after the war. What war? What war did you go to? Circle or ripples? Of course, dude. You're just saying the time for them yet. Gotta figure out the overall vibe, the overall shapes and forms here and shit. Like, I'm not sure about making this here, honestly. Oh, the Russian to Ukrainian war? Goddamn. Whoa. Where did you go there? You got deployed there, or? Forensics and medical fields have been kind of drafted to combat volunteering. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I imagine that being like a freaking nightmare. Wait, so you, I imagine you live in Ukraine then, if you got drafted for it? As a medical professional. Bro, holy shit, that is, it kind of reminds me of COVID times too, that like you, all the doctors were like putting themselves in danger for COVID since the beginning. It said that this, so this function of cropping, reference point, what the fuck is this? In Photoshop, it would appear the thirds would just like appear on your screen. That was so convenient for like composition checking. Not like I rely on that a lot, but just in case to kind of see where things are. And in Clip City it doesn't do so. Eye opening. Oh, I imagine you'd never be the same. Yeah, sorry you had to go for that. I'm actually not even sure like what it does to you. Like, I guess I just haven't an idea that it just like fucks you up. You know, like just life is just not the same anymore. I wonder if like you can like go back from there. Get to a place where it's like all just chill again. Kitchen backgrounds too, nice. Dude, I would like to do some environment art. In fact, I will soon be dedicating a lot of time to doing environment art via doing housing commissions for people. Or like player housing, will be getting into World of Warcraft, and I'll be opening up commissions for people houses and gonna be painting them. I imagine that will level me up a lot in environment art, which I'm really looking forward to. I kind of think environments can also teach me a lot about characters as well. Probably, well, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, of course, Oxo, one day, man. It's total over 69 based. You have no idea when you get called back to work at the fields. Wait, so you can be drafted at like any moment and you don't even know? That's kind of scary though. It's kind of. Sure why you recommend you stream, but I'm glad it did. Hey, welcome, my friend. I'm doing art and I'm streaming daily. I assume I recommend it to you because you like art-related content. Yeah, gonna be my bold assumption here. Dude, I'm like always open for commissions. But like I work on all of them at once pretty much, so it's kind of like I have this art, I have another art, and I'm just like working on them one by one for a little bit. But I'm like always open though. Right, it's about time on this playlist, but we gotta switch it up. Hello? No, yeah. You gotta have something to like balance out this corner. I think either like the edge of this little lake or something. Like there gotta be something to balance this off. Because currently it's a little bit just like too one-sided, you know? I have had like a very rough thumbnail to start this off. So pretty much yes. Hey nuclear. Yep. New piece indeed. When was it? Sunday. Oh shit. Yeah, they paid for this art like a week ago and I still haven't even updated them from the thumbnail stage. God damn. Yeah, I got a little carried away with personal art. I've been feeling so bad about it recently, like them. I've been kind of like really unprofessional with my clients and stuff. We gotta get back to it, we gotta focus up, boys. We gotta deliver lots of art. I also cannot fix my schedule, which is like so messed up. I'm waking up at 12 p.m. Oh, she's the monk, so she'll just be meditating there. Not gonna be walking on water. Yeah, but she's levitating on top of it. Let's see, where did we start this from? We did a few thumbnails, and then yeah, we pretty much started from this. It is Sora, yeps. Oh, actually, just to look at it. Thumbnail. She was kind of in the middle and pushed her to the side. Look at her just traveling from the middle to the side and then a little bit back. Floating around the art. It's fun to look at those the speed paints and see how the art changes. Plan for the next day? We do just grinding commissions. That's the plan. Working. I wanna wake up earlier, that's what I wanna do. I guess get you look up early concept arts. Yeah, there's a lot of appeal in them for sure. I kind of like them too. Usually it's because like your eye just kind of finishing them off, or like you look at them and it's almost like your brain fills out the gaps. So like you kind of you get to imagine it in its perfect form, rather than like what it will become at one point. Oh yeah, dude, I don't have days off or stuff like that. Well, sometimes I just you know, spontaneously take a day off, but pretty much yeah, it's like every single day. Try to work as much as I can. I don't think it's realistic, to be honest. Like, I don't think you can be an artist and like just set yourself a day off unless you're working in a studio, in an office. Like, I just don't see you like putting the pen down, go like, all right, I ain't working today. It's not drawing. Like, I just don't see how you would do it, honestly. Thumbnail's good for portfolio. Oh, I don't know. I don't never added them to my portfolio. Maybe no shit. Yeah, move her. Middle where it kinda like began. Yeah, that's more like it. Hello, Vanara. Yeah, welcome in. What's up? Hey there, Alu. No, dude, it's from Classic. It's new WoW Ost. You can believe it or not. Hey, Malu, it's been quite some time, man. How have you been? What's new? It's almost exactly like Hades. Maybe they've been taking inspiration from it. Hey Smith, hello. Yeah, so I'm just like trying to find kind of like what I'm looking for. To be honest, it's a lot of just exploration. But like pretty much with all environments, like I'm trying to create like this movement with shapes, and like I'm trying to kind of circle it around her, if you can see. You know, like these kind of things will kind of lead into the clouds, and like even this and this. It's all kind of leading into her. I just don't want to overdo it as well. And I want to still, you know, keep some sense of depth in this. Monk moment? Yeah, yeah. Glad it looks like so. I wanted this to be a monk moment. Dude, does it strike you like ringing deeps, by the way? I kind of have a feeling that it doesn't. I think in ringing deeps it's supposed to be a little greenier. A little more green and vegetation and stuff like that. Happy trading post day. Dude, I haven't logged in a month or something. I've been out of World of Warcraft loop. I've been just grinding art and eating apple pies. No, Honor, please keep it English only. I'd like for everybody to be able to read the chat. Sorry, Sunshine. What do you mean? I said no. Just proceeds doing... I wanna relax. Yeah, I think for this to strike as ringing deeps more, we gotta just like add more green parts to it. I also don't want for it to look like a swamp either. Because I can show you in game references that I have. Like these ones that I have. Like that, it doesn't look like a swamp. But I'm just afraid that the one that I do will look like a swamp. This looks kind of swampy. Where's the ceiling? Can't help but type in Russian. I wouldn't say it's half, Elo. It's way less. Yo, are we just like actively disobeying now? Yes, if I wanted to stream in Russian, I would. It would have been way easier, trust me, so. Yeah, Vanilla Sunshine, please, just English only. That's like one of the few rules we have here. Like, even if you're right, Alo, like half of the chat is like Russian speaking, the other half is not. It's like, why would we alienate that whole audience? Like, what's the point? And it'll be a curse of it because all these streams that are like half French, half English, even though streamer would speak English if you like start typing in English, they will be just like by default speaking their native language because it's the one that they like the most comfortable with speaking, and the people will be typing in it for the most part. So like in just a few streams it will turn into like Russian mostly stream, you know, and in this way like less and less non-Russian viewers will join in. Like, what's the point of doing that? Like, I've seen it so many times. And then people wonder, like, hey, how do I switch my stream back into, like, English? Because, like, English audiences, I mean, that's, like, fucking half of the world is just, you know... I mean, literally the whole world is, you know, can speak English. So, like, how do I open up my stream for, like, the rest of the world? And you can't, you know, not anymore. Because what, you're gonna just start banning your core audience for speaking their native language? Like, what? Meanwhile, you've been, like, promoting it. So yes, just please be understanding, and if you want to engage, just type in English. Right, I don't think this is good enough with the first update. I'm gonna send this in and see like what a commissioner has to say. Because it's also supposed to be, you know, back and forth with the commissioner. I gotta be giving them updates and shit. So let's just proceed and work on something else for now, because this is good enough. What else do we have, boys? Oh yeah, we have this art, which I ain't feeling today for it. I'm feeling next time. But this is, you're gonna be seeing this for fucking ever, by the way. This is gonna go into 2026, I bet. This is gonna be so much work. Not today, though. They have this. Which, by the way, looking great, dude. I love the way this is looking. And we have this as well. Which, this I think I already have enough for an update on this, do I not? Last update was this. Oh yeah, it's definitely enough progress. Let me just save this as an update for now. I'm not sure why I haven't sent that over yet. So we have this now then. This is something that we have to get done before Christmas. So this is our urgent mission. As urgent as it gets, boys. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's see how to spice this one up. I actually feel like just driving even more contrast in this. But only like certain areas though. Hello, have you been arting much, bro? Dude, I'm still waiting on your tarot cards. Your grand opening with them. I don't like this fog to kind of highlight his leg a little more. I think it looks good. Oh, Beatles. Any advice for starter? Non-consistent drawing or painting digitally? Uh, I would say like find look for a way to make yourself consistent, you know, like do kind of like fun practices or like do fanners, do like just artworks that you find entertaining uh in order to like make yourself like more and more productive. You know, because like the key is just to like do it over and over again and again and again, but for that you gotta like find a way to not burn yourself out and to practice and have fun at the same time and all this shit, you know. You're critical. I don't know, dude. I guess the same. You know, just Artin every day trying to figure it out. Dude, I don't know how this is only just kind of like monochrome. This art, there are not many hues in here. It doesn't have to be like that. Or even if it is like that, I feel like I just, for the most part, drive my contrast from colors and I can drive it from values instead, and I ain't doing that. I feel like I'm kind of tame on this. Also, these falls do kind of look a little uninspired. I think I just haven't gotten crazy on like ambient occlusion and more shadows there. That's the thing. No, Beatles doesn't make sense. Like, I guess it also ain't like necessarily like a plan of action for you. What do you to say just practice is kind of like not really an advice. And then like find yourself like a good practice that you feel like you improve at. Also, kind of doesn't really tell you what to do, does it? I hate advices like that. I think I gotta think of a way to give people like a better answer. But it's like too difficult of a question to answer simply though. That's the thing.
When the stars align, the rights shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there. All are not the same, but three shall be as one. Freedom in the flame, the end has just begun. Strands may break alone, but twisted make a brain. Together on their own, the journey shall be made. Huddled in the cold, backs against the storm. The timid and the bold, they keep each other warm. Shivering alone, but joined are unafraid. Together on their own, the journey shall be made. The journey shall be
I want to regain this hand. I thought of something. I feel like this hand is kind of... It sucks, you know, it ain't fun. Just rework this one. Looking tired? I ain't tired. Actually, it's a little hot in here. Goddamn, boys. Oof. Let's take this off.
the rights shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there.
I ain't tired.
But twisted make a braid. Together on their own, the journey shall be
I actually feel like this kind of swirly around its hand, like around its arm, is just like such a bad idea. The Phoenix. It's just like, it just ain't interesting enough. Hey, Morrowind. What's up, man? What's new? You love your drawing? Yeah, thanks. Glad you like it. Yeah, it is a Warcraft character commission, so yeah, the guy is like a WoW player character, and the creature is it's also from WoW. The issue is that I don't want to make the second hand glow, at least not as much. Because it does look just kind of boring, I don't know, whenever both of these hands just like glow like that. Also, the hand looks just like a complete nonsense. I gotta... Oh shit, I didn't want to put them on a separate layer. It's so bad. But let's do that. Hey, Saren. Yo, how you doing? Let's just deal with it. When I get closer to 101, Holy Death Knight art increases? You think so? I don't know. This is not an Unholy Death Knight, by the way. This is just like a Wrath. Like a ghost creature and like a guy fighting it. You think so? I think Demon Hunters are going to be way more popular. No, I would say Harnir's probably gonna get my bet. I anticipate so many Harnirs. They're also gonna be pretty fun to draw, I would imagine. Oh yeah, what if I do this? What if I just straight up kind of like do like a black silhouette instead of just kind of like rendering it and coloring it? I feel like that's gonna be like a real cool contrast for what I have. Here's what Night Elves should have been involved into throughout WoW story. But like, I mean, Night Elves are already the evolution of trolls, so no? Like, they are already the evolved ones. And also they do seem kind of like more primal, so like less evolved, less civilized version of them. Well, let me go for a small break. I don't think I have to take a break this stream. I'll show the time lapse on this. Be right back. Mm-hmm. Alright, boys, we back. Night Elf does take a lot of nature and wilderness. Yeah, but the evolution became from the the arcane stuff. Oh, dude, look at this. Like at this point, I kind of like the clearness of how this looked. Fuck, dude, I kind of lost it again, right? Look at the how aggressive the shapes were, and I've kind of lost them. Dude, I keep doing art and I keep rethinking my approach to it. It's literally just two different styles at this point. Well, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, the contrast is one thing, but you see, it had kind of the edges. It had these squarish shapes that I'm so much after. Yeah, and of course, more rendering, more contrast would be better. I completely agree. Yeah, to be honest, not like it looks, looks better. It looks different. But it's interesting how it went from there to here. It feels so much different. But I do need to go for spooky vibes here though. Okay, I kind of struggle to create a swirl with the fabric here and still make it look believable. Well, the art? Not really. It depends. It really depends. I feel like it's just recently I've been having a little bit of a mindset shift about shadows and the approach to painting, basically. Feel more realistic, harsher, kind of ambient inclusion shadows, and the previous one was kind of I guess more stylized. I've done the same a few times already. It's just a stylistic choice, and sometimes I just see benefits of one, and in other times I'm liking the other more. It really just depends, you know. I would want to call it growth either, but it's just a change of mind, realistically. Because I actually remember exactly the same thing. But then somehow I just kind of always come back to the other one again.
get sleep below. To the canyons open wide, hear the song of gentle morning for the
How I feel, I would say just more about like what I find better looking at a time.
on the hill and in the valley, where the weeping flowers hide from the song of gentle morning for the lost
I've been in the other state for like I think in a year and a half before I've been painting. Shit, dude. The thing is, it kind of feels wasteful to go back. It feels like I'm just like changing.
singing songs of gentle morning
I guess that ain't like that different after all. I don't know.
bride for his lost and lonesome bride.
But I hate doubting the like the art that I'm doing. But I guess it's inevitable that I would decide to like want to change something. Let me actually make the background darker comparatively to the. Oh, let's do it on a separate layer just to see. Because this, like, I just feel like it doesn't click with the vibe. This, like, voodoo, almost like childish look to it. Just drink 1 liter of water. Hey, dude. My man. Yeah, I can show you like Saku, if you're interested, I can try to explain it based on the art that I've done. Was it 2 years ago? So I just remember the exactly perfect example of this same shift in the mindset, but like way back in the day. Hold on, if I can have it loaded. Oh shit, dude. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, so like 2.5 years ago. Wait, what would it be? Nearly 3 years ago at this point. So 2 paintings like a week apart. was this one, right? And then this one. And then I can like describe the difference in like just stronger shadows and like just implying that you can see here it's pretty much like kind of no ambient occlusion. You can see like all the things, even the ones that are supposed to be in shadow. And here is like more describing more stuff by just dark, by shadows. I'm not sure if I'm even doing a good way of explaining it. Way stronger contrast too, and this is like, yeah, just lower contrast, I would say. It just feels like I'm moving in the same direction again. It's like, again, the change from low contrast to hard contrast. Let's say this is one of my recent artworks. Very low contrast. And I just don't know, but I like this a lot. I don't know if I want to go back from this into high contrast again. Dude, this is just like fucking giving me so bad. It's okay though, it's okay. I feel like I can do both. I can do the one that I see good in this art and like do also the high contrast as well. I feel like high contrast kind of rocks, and I've been liking it. I'm just not sure like why that is happening. Like, why do I like shift towards lower contrast just on my own? Do I have to stick to one? Well, I kind of do though, you know? I like to be sticking to one and like having as a primal one, but then I don't mind it changing over time, which, I mean, I think that's just like part of growth. Like, it gotta change at some point. It just feels like it's not like I'm moving forward, I'm moving to the right. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm taking an opposite course instead of just like continuing going the same route and getting better. I mean, I'm getting better regardless. But it's just like, does it have to be a whole fucking change of direction like this? By the way, I think this is just definitely an improvement. Whatever, we're gonna explore more, see what it's about and stuff. Improving, you don't have to stick to one. At the one is going to feel better. Yeah, I also feel like the only correct approach is just to embrace that. Like, it's moving in some direction either way, right? Which I guess is what was kind of like the most important part, is just to go somewhere. Not to stagnate. Yeah. Oh, he's gotten a little better. Execute. But what is this? Pollo? You saw me streaming yesterday as well? Yeah, because I was streaming yesterday too, dude. been away the last weeks. I'm not sure what you mean, man. I don't think I have, no. I haven't been streaming much, but trying to come back to it being like more of a daily thing. I'm still ain't sure if I want to do the birds. I just added them because like it does look kind of empty without the birds. Let me see. What if I do the hand like more like that? I just don't like kind of how he's like the movement. I guess this would have been even more awkward. What if I darken this area too? I kind of like the dark on dark thing. Does make it look a little more like a painting. And then how do we highlight the character? Just a little bit of bright there. Because you don't really need to highlight the monster creature. It's kind of like just there, you know. It's already like point of attention. Hey Dragontas. What's up, buddy? Hey Thermos. Hey man, doing good. Doing Artin, feeling cute. I'm gonna bake an apple pie off stream and eat it, the whole thing at once. I'm thinking about making like an extra apple pie too, just like using the bigger dish to just like make double of the thing, because like recently I've been just eating the whole thing by myself and wanting more. What about you, Thermos? You gonna do an apple pie as well? But I kind of like how much depth we have now due to this. I feel like this can be darkened a lot as well. This area. Picking some coffee game. What your game was about? Did you celebrate Halloween, Dragontos, in France? I thought it's only like an American thing. God damn. They gave me a candy yesterday at the gym for the Halloween. That was incredible. I still haven't eaten it. I still have it here. Look. Toffee. That's like the extent of celebration in here. Pokemon fan game and second one is Side You Fighter. Dude, Pokemon fun game? Watch out, bro. You're gonna be sued in oblivion by Nintendo. I sound Polish? No, dude, I'm from Burundi. Interactive horror movie. God damn, dude, you're like properly having fun there. You know how I celebrate Halloween? I didn't do anything. Glad to hear it's been fun for you though. It's awesome. One day I'll have friends too and I'll be celebrating shit with them. It now looks like it's raining here due to the background brush strokes. I like it way more, but you can vote for a choice in the game by drinking. Winners of the vote have to drink. Bro, that sounds awesome, honestly. Just a fucking getting drunk contest. Hell yeah. It's okay, Saki. One day we will grow up and get our own friends. For everybody to envy us. For now though, I'm just painting at home. Painting at home and pretending like we're interacting with somebody online. Is me. Dude, it is actually quite comfortable. I really like classic shirts. It ain't less comfortable than a t-shirt or anything, like it's actually pretty nice. don't like building up this contrast. So I feel like this is actually you can overdo it like very easily. Progress better on a game with no deadline, less pressure. Just do the thing among the enormous numbers of things I have to do and nothing only going forward. Nice observation. Like it's you're probably smart just not to rush yourself. Cause then like I can imagine if you push yourself to a deadline while knowing that you cannot make it, it makes you just not excited to work on it at all. It's like, what's the point? I still wouldn't make it to the deadline. But if you have no deadline, you know, might as well just work on it on in your own pace. What about the investors though? Like, what would the investors say? Depending on the same layer, goddamn. Did anybody withdraw their investments in it or something? Did anybody refund their pre-orders? Or their merch? Side projects tempting? Dude, I just spent 30 hours on a personal art. Watch out, man. It can like, it can become from a side project, it can become like a whole new game or something. Yeah, I cannot afford to do that. You've seen Reese? I'm glad you like her. I'm gonna just post her on Patreon, nowhere else. We finished this earlier today. This was 30 hours. I think it will be done though. I could have sank in like 10 more easily, but you gotta stop at some point, right? On a great way, bro, it's already finished. It's on a great way to get this posted this evening. Oh, actually, it's 9 PM already, shit. I usually post at 8. I guess I'm gonna just post tomorrow. When was the last time I did post, though? It's in a great way, yeah. Looking good so far, and it's already done. Oh yeah, I should have posted today. Oh, fuck. Well, never mind then. Yeah, it feels like I'm shifting towards a little bit more like painfully higher contrast look again. Jay, we've been there before, so this is just a natural progression for me back and forth between more contrast and less contrast and getting upset with both of them. That's okay though. Lordness painting is a guy fighting a ghost creature. That's the extent of the lore on this art. It's a commission, so I'm pretty sure there's a lot of lore that goes into this, but you know, it's not up to us, you know. Yeah, boys, it's kinda late. It's 9 p.m. Probably gonna go start making my apple pie. Right, team? Appreciate y'all watching. Love y'all. Gonna see you tomorrow. Daily streams continue. Tomorrow we're gonna get back to the quick commissions and work on them and explore the new style. We still haven't finished this art, which we're gonna get back to tomorrow.